It is cooler out here in Florida. I'm gonna drink my. It's Gamma's World. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. I can open this up. I am on a lunch break, and I walked, and now I'm sitting in my car, and I am. These things are cold as hell. The propels are cold. I got a couple. I got one lemon blackberry propel water, one grape propel water. They're not sparkling, so they don't have that fizz in it. Hey, Randy. Hey, Dead Man. Oh, I love you too, Randy. Thank you. And I got a serial killer C4 energy drink. I'm gonna pop this open now. Are you having a good day, Gamma? When I tell you I'm having an amazing day, I'm telling you I've changed the trajectory of my mindset. Like, I'm not trying to be like one of those people say I'm blessed and highly favored, and every day this and every day. Like, I'm not trying to be like overly like, okay, I'm trying to sell positivity, but I'm telling you, my right hand of God, I have my trials and tribulations, and I thank God for those, throughout my work days and just every day in life, right? We all go through things, but when I tell you, you don't see no more videos about me showing up to the meetings, the first person. I was the first person to the meeting today, to the huddle, the first person. I'm the one that gave 3 lunches. Somebody gave one. You don't hear. Look, I'm telling you this just to say this, but you don't see me posting none about that. Not to say I've gotten in trouble. No, it's just I'm not gonna waste my time, because I know I'm a chosen one, and I know that God has His hands over me and covering me. The blood of Jesus, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be just fine. You're gonna be fine. I'm not gonna sit up here and push. Like, I'm on a journey. I want to continue to lose weight, and I'm not trying to say, oh, I want to get real skinny. Like, I want to be better within, from outside within. From within from the start, from within my spirit, exposing everything to the outside. Like, I think it starts from within, and I had to change my mindset, because I was really coming here, because I was like people just be lazy. Today they being lazy, but I said, I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm just having some of the most amazing days, and each day is getting better, even when there's so much around me that's going chaotic. I mean, that's another story. I mean, I could tell y'all some things and be like, what happened? I already told y'all I was sued. They came to my they came to my Airbnb, because I'm homeless. But they came and they knocked on the door, and then they served me papers. But I gave that to God. I've already have that squared out. Already paid one payment, and I'm gonna do another one. Something that's not even like, I can't say that I am accountable. I'm responsible, because I'm the co-signer. But like I said, I never say never, but I will not do that again for my cousin, or for me, or for anybody. And somebody could be like, oh, well, Terrence, what if somebody's life depends on it? You better call on Jesus. And I'm being so serious. You better call on Jesus, because you need loans, you need this. Figure it out yourself, because I put myself in a bind, and I don't need that. Like, I don't. No one needs that. So I'm gonna stand. I'm standing clear from. Why the hell is she driving like that? I'm standing clear from all the craziness. But I'm telling you, my days are amazing. They're amazing. Thank you so much. Your positive vibes are catching. Thank you so much, Randy. Being prompt is the way to go. Absolutely. Let me tell you, I'm not trying to sound funny, but Gamma knows. A lot of people know. Like, damn. She just in her Maserati. She texting and driving. Okay, come on now. You better come on. Look, she going downhill, texting and driving. But she driving 2 miles per hour, so I don't guess she'll kill somebody. But she driving downhill in her Maserati, texting and driving. Okay, all right. Okay, privileges. Everybody ain't got them, but it's okay. being prompt is the way to go. Yeah, my mom always said when you are on time, you're late. When you are before before you know when you are there before you're scheduled to be there, you're on time. And some people may say that's a very strict type of way to learn, but let me just put it like this: my right hand of God, y'all. What time is it? I'm gonna prove to y'all that I'm not lying. Right now it is 1:02. It's Wednesday, January 28th, 1:02 p.m. What does this clock say in my car? What does that say? It says 1:18. I purposely, I purposely put 15 to 16 minutes out there. So when I get in this car, say I look, I'm like, man, it's 1:30. It ain't 1:30. Actually, it's like 1:14, right? It's 1:14. But I'm always, maybe that's something that, okay, it sounds crazy to you all, but I'm always gonna be on time unless God says otherwise. Like I'm always gonna be there before time, and before time I'm on time, because you never know what happens, especially with whether, we're driving, whatever the case may be, or, I don't know, maybe you want to stop and have that, get that honey bun. Not me, because I ain't eating no damn honey bun. You know what I'm saying? But if it ain't keto friendly. But no, real talk, like that's how I was brought up. This is not like a YouTube thing, like, or a recent thing. Like I've always been that way, like always. I can see Keisha doing it with the kids, doing it with her kids. I mean, I can see Joseph doing it with her kids. I can see it. Like these kids are up. Like when I spent the night over, to my sister's house, those kids were up before their alarm even happened. They were up. They were running their bath waters. My right hand of God. Like these kids were like, they are all so, they're so intelligent, and it starts, that behavior at the end of the day, I feel like that starts at home. So that's really all it is. It's nothing supernatural about it. You are awesome. Friday the Boxer, what's up, Friday the Boxer? Okay, we're gonna pop this. Okay, y'all, already this damn car, whew, it's getting hot. It's getting hot in here. Okay, let me turn off the damn seats. Whew. It get too hot. It get too hot. I'm gonna turn the car off in a minute. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. I got the mouth farts again. This guy is in this Ford 150, and his antenna is so high, and it's hitting the things. And I'm like, do I have an antenna? I don't think, you know what? Yeah, I guess I don't have an antenna. But I guess I got that square thing, that thing that looks like a shark. Is that the antenna? I guess I didn't realize that. Anyway, but thank y'all. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna turn this off. I turned the car off because I'm like, man, it's got a little crazy. Got a little crazy. But yeah, but I'm doing well, and just taking day by day. That's all I can do. I hope you guys are doing the same. Let me do all. You say it's called a CB antenna? Oh, that's what it's called? A CB antenna. What does CB stand for? So I'm talking about the thing that looked like a shark in your car, but cause I'm used to having, well, the Buick ain't got it either. Buick got that shark thing too. But you remember you had the antennas, and that was a newer Ford 150, and they got an antenna. So no, I guess I never paid attention to it. Whip antennas are what those are called, and are basically useless. Oh, really? Randy says, are you working a double shift today? Oh, Randy, so my shifts, Lord knows I do double shifts a lot, but so my shift is a 12-hour shift. Now, as I can see, oh my gosh, I'm looking at the schedule, it's very steady. People think it's busy. I don't think it's busy, but what ends up happening is you have multiple shifts. you have multiple shifts in this trauma facility. So you have people that come in from 6:30 to 3, 6:30 to 7, uh, um, 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., 6:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. You have people coming in at 10 o'clock like myself, so 10, basically 10 to 11. Um, and you have people come in from 3 p.m. to 11. You got people coming in from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So it's just a plethora of different shifts, but at the end of the day, like mid shifters, like you can say myself, a lot of people leave, right? A lot of people are leaving in the early daytime, and then as the evening progresses, though some of those cases still on the board, so that's what makes it busy, like it was last night for me. Um, but no, thank God I'm not working a double shift. Um, you really shouldn't need to, but that's when people call in. So thank God that there were some call-ins, but it was call-ins for the AM, not tonight. So that's a blessing. But no, I should just be working 12 hours, and then that'll be the end of my shift. And also, today is Wednesday, January 28th. I am not on call, so I thank God for that. A lot of times I start taking call. Say if I get off work around 11 or 12, 11 p.m. or 12 a.m., I'll start taking call immediately after. And if there are cases still scheduled, depends on what case it is. If there's a craniotomy, if there's this big ortho case, yeah, there are people still here that work overnight, but because, oh, I don't do that specialty. Well, you're on call and you do it. Well, but you're here. So they would rather pay me, I kid you not, they'd rather pay me well over 100 and some dollars an hour, when you're talking about overtime, time and a half. And then depends on, depend if it's on the weekend, that's a shift differential. So that's even more money. But I'm just saying they would rather pay me that, they'd rather pay whoever, that versus allowing the people to go into these rooms that don't necessarily go into those rooms. So I don't know. Again, I chopped it up to the management. But again, I'm not complaining. I wouldn't complain either way. It is what it is. Does head transplantation exist? Head transplantation exist? What do you mean? Like taking an actual like head face? Face transplantation really does exist. Well, you said trying to take somebody's head and put it on somebody else's head. Is that what you're saying? Stop begging me. Oh, stop begging. That's your name. You said hello. Hello. I'm like, I'm not. I ain't begging. Did I beg? I did not. Well, maybe I am begging for some thumbs up. Um. Oh, CB radio. Essentially, the radios for semi truck drivers. Oh, okay. For communication purposes. Oh, wait. Okay, gotcha. Good for you. Thank you so much, Randy. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, you guys, we are on the break, and let me see. Yeah, we got time. I got time. I got time. I got time. But it is gonna be, another strenuous day. But that's just what it is. I mean, to be honest, surgery. If somebody were to ask me right now, Terrence, what are you thinking about? And this is gonna sound weird, um, but I'm actually thinking about. I'm I'm thinking about what happened. Well, what's been happening this week with students, and I want to sit down. So one of my coworkers, she actually does she teaches. She's actually the instructor, and I want to sit down with her. Hopefully, and I'm being so serious. I want to sit down with her. Hopefully, like part of the day or whatever the case may be, or tonight, because her shift is pretty much my shift, and I want to sit down with her. I want to talk about how you know, these students are coming here, and I don't know what it is. I don't know why aren't they applying themselves. I don't know. Like I can't compare. I can't say, well, my instructor, Miss Shirley, Miss Pilgrim, I'm talking about like 20 years ago, like taught me so much, and we knew so much before we went to the hospital. But I feel I'm becoming discouraged with the students, because the students are the future. And so that's discouraging when you have people that are here, be that as it may, like far as the students, and they're not doing like I feel like they're not catching on or they're not applying themselves like they should. And it's like, why am I thinking about that? Because I care so much. And I don't want to, also, I feel like I've hurt a few people feelings because I'm very strict with my profession. But that's just what it is. It's not about, I will never bully anybody. And no one's saying that, but I will never bully. I will never like yell and scream, but I'm very direct. I'm very direct. I'm very matter of fact. I don't beat around the bush when someone's life on the fucking table. I never do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody beating around the bush if your loved one's on the table. So the shenanigans and the games and just the, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, when you're like when you're intraoperatively, meaning during the case, or you're in the operating room and there's a patient on the table and you are underway with surgery and you're just like, oh, what am I gonna eat? You want to socialize? Shut the hell up. So I'm gonna talk to her today and I'm gonna tell her, yo, I'm not trying to be the boss of you, but you need to tell them to stop the chatter. Like, I don't care. I don't care if it's the time to even, okay, let's talk. When I was a student, I didn't say shit unless it was me asking a question about the case, and unless I was asked a question and I needed to respond, I didn't say nothing. And so I don't know. Maybe it's a different day and age, obviously, and I don't know. Like I said, it's just more sensitivity, but that's what's on my mind, though. Like, out of everything, like, that's on my mind, because, like, I see potential in these people, but would they reach their full potential if they can't take constructive criticism, or if they thinking that everybody around them are their friends? Nobody here is your friend. Nobody here is your friend. We can be friendly all day. Nobody here is your friend. Come to your job to work. Like, this is my break. I'm on a break. When I go back into the hospital, my main focus is the patient. It's not, okay, YouTube. It's not, oh, money. It ain't like, oh, let me be friendly to this person. Let me do this. No, it's getting in. You can still, like, I've done this for multiple years. You can still be kind. You can still, make a joke and maybe even hug, or, give somebody a fist pump or whatever and stuff. But my the focal point are the patients. And I'm not going to sit up here and have a huge conversation about what the hell I'm going to eat, or what I'm doing this weekend. Like, I don't care about what you're doing this weekend. And that's I'm not going to say I'm sorry. I don't give a rat's ass. Like, focus. You don't get to say these things. I don't even talk during cases, and I've been doing this for 20 years. So it's just, it sounds like I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm living, but I'm really not. Like, I'm just discouraged. And so, like I said, what I'm going to do is, like, my coworker who does teach one of the programs, I'm going to sit her down and I'm going to have, like, a real heart to heart, like, because I've been asked to teach the course, which, I mean, I probably would end up, like, never doing that. And the only reason why I say that is because, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, there's no money in it. But I've been asked to teach the course, but, like, I've been told that I'm a very great, preceptor. I'm a good teacher, but I'm over people, like, not listening and then going off on a tangent and just, like, I don't know. It's just very strange. Like, I just can't explain it. But anyway, hold on one second. Let's see. Hey, again, dead man. Randy said, what is for dinner tonight? Randy, you're so funny. Dead man said, him or me, Randy. Avery says, I'm so exhausted. I get my temporaries next week and my dad keeps pushing me to study. I have been studying off and on for the last few months, though. Oh my gosh, I know that feeling. I'm telling you, Avery, I've been in school a lot of my life. And I'm telling you, I mean, term paper, um, uh, midterms, crazy, all these testings, like, oral, like, communication, as far as, like, tests, like, where I had to, like, I gotta speak, I have to do my own, like, what do you call like seminars and with PowerPoint presentations. I mean, I had to do all of these things. So I get it. I get that the anxiety. But take it, don't let that overwhelm you. You have to take breaks, because if you don't, you're gonna crack up. I understand that obviously your dad is probably, he wants the best for you and stuff, but just take your breaks. When you're kind of at that boiling point, just be like, hey, dad, I need a moment. I need a moment. I need a moment. Because if you're overwhelmed, I mean, I can only speak for me. If I'm overwhelmed, I don't do good, and I'm an excellent test taker. But if I'm overwhelmed, I'm just not going to perform like I usually would. Um, Randy said both. So what's for dinner for me? Well, I'm thinking about making burgers tonight. The Angus beef burgers. I'm thinking about burgers, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cook them. I'm gonna do a live stream. I'm gonna cook them tonight on live for you guys, and then I'll eat them on live too. I know he just wants to make sure I have the best chance of passing it, though. Yeah, absolutely. Chicken thighs and mac and cheese. That sounds good. Randy said, Avery said, students are the future, especially us FFA members. Yeah, but I want, of course, future farmers of America. Like, students are important. Like, we're all important. But I want students to be a student. If I look, I'm an employee. I'm on the payroll, but I'm still a student. This in the medical field, in medicine, I mean, it's the study of. So you're practicing every day. Every day should be a learning type deal. Even if it's, oh, I learned how to like cope with this or do this or do this. It should be a learning like adventure. And in order for us, let me just say this: in order for you to truly learn, be quiet and listen and comprehend and contain. And then when you, when you are in your own space, like I am at this very moment, that's when you can just do what you do and stuff. But I just think it's a time and place for things, and I just feel like a lot of those students are doing things inappropriately. Like, I was paying attention to the case, and I'm like, I'm very, like, last night I'm very focused. I'm watching the doctor because I'm anticipating her. The student asked me, because I can see her looking at me, right? She's like, Terrence, are you okay? I said, of course I'm okay. I just snapped. I snapped. I said, of course I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be okay? I said, I am paying attention to the procedure. And I said, as you should be. And I said, are you okay? So she pushed her head down, and she looked like she was just going to like start crying. And the reason why I was so strict and stern, because just moments before that, she's like, oh, she's tapping her hands on the mayo. Oh, what am I going to eat tonight? Oh, yeah, they brought pizza today here, and I didn't have this, and I don't need this, and I just don't know. And turning her head away from the damn field. If you don't, and you think I'm gonna sit up here and say, turn your ass around, pay attention. No, I'm not gonna do that, because at the end of the day, I know that I'm paying attention. I know that she is honestly, the way that she ends up performing is really a reflection of me, because I'm now the preceptor. But that's why I'm like, in my head, I'm gonna have to have a talk with management and that instructor who is my coworker, and tell her, hey, some's got to give. Like, I'm not trying to say that they don't have a right to speak, but what are you doing? Shut the hell up. I have a doctor, not here, but when I was at the other facility here in Florida, I was, I was new to the hospital. I'm not new to the OR. And I was in there, and I kind of was, talking about, like, we were talking about tenants and stuff, whatever. We were just kind of whispering. That damn doctor, the anesthesiologist, looked at me. That woman looked at me. She says, I'm going to need you to be quiet. I said, yes, ma'am. I said, yes, ma'am. And then afterwards, they got the patient asleep. And she was like, I know you weren't like excessively loud, but she was like, I don't tolerate any noise once we are going to sleep. Everybody needs to be quiet. And she let my ass know that. And I said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I tell you right now, my God is my witness. She sometimes makes rounds at this hospital. When I go back to Lee Memorial, sometimes she's over there. She's like, "Hey, Terrence, how you doing? Looking good?" You know, because I've lost some little weight and stuff. And when I'm in her damn room, and they putting that patient to sleep, you don't hear a word out of me. You don't hear a word out of me. At the end of the day, I'm the person. I can take it. I can dish it, and I can take it, as we all should be able to. At the end of the day, about the patient, shut the hell up. So I'm telling you, my mind, my like honestly, my mind is really on this because it's so like the reason. I mean, it's so irritating. Like it's very irritating. It's concerning because I don't want these students to think, oh wow, well, he's mean, he's this. Let me tell you, I don't give a fuck what they think, okay? Because I know for a fact everything that I'm doing is for the patient. And I'm not the mean evil one, but I'm not lackadaisical. And I think um in defense of them, I must say they're being put with so many different people who I just feel like sometimes it's a blind leading the blind, but I digress. I don't want nobody thinking that I'm trying to sit up here and put people down, but it's just a different world out there. It's very complicated, especially when, like I said, when you have people who are not as experienced trying to teach somebody. So, I'm gonna let that go. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to the manager, I'm gonna talk with the instructor, and I'm gonna I'm gonna just like see what happens. But there was a guy who cleans the rooms here. He said, Terrence, he said, listen, I had to go to management and tell them not to put new hires with me because I can't tolerate my time being wasted. I said, you're right. You're absolutely right. I can't tolerate that. I'm not going to tolerate that. So, um, that's just what it's going to be. Like, I'm just not going to, I'm going to do my very best to communicate and stuff, and we'll see from here on out. But yeah, I just don't want to really be, I don't want to really be put with any of the students. And and it's not all the students. Like, I feel like last year, but I've been doing this for years as far as precepting on my job. But I was in Maine, when I was in California, I mean, those students were amazing. They were amazing. They were very attentive. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know what it is. God forgive me. I don't know. I don't know. I never allow the students in with my doctor visit ever. I say you can do that with someone else. Oh my God, stop begging. Really? Jesus. I get it. I'm telling you. I'm telling my dad, when my mom was going through cancer and they had to draw her some blood, and my dad was there, and my mom was in the medical field. My dad, is a retired mechanic, and my mom understood, like, okay, everybody has to learn, and she allowed that. And of course, I understand everybody has to learn. I would allow it too, especially if they're trying and because when are you going to learn? But I get what you're saying, because the student that she had, so it was a woman phlebotomist, and then she had another student. She had a student, and this woman was very great. Her instructor, like her preceptor, was amazing. Explained everything, but the girl just wasn't getting it. She poked my mom 4 times, and my dad said, "Hell no, that's it. Hell no, get her out of here." The girl started crying and stuff, and my dad just don't give a fuck. My dad is old school. He country, like for real. Like, if I call my dad on the phone or whatever and stuff, you would think my dad is yelling at me, but my dad is really loud. I'm loud naturally. I get that from my mom and my dad, but my dad is just old school, like country. But he loves people. He'll do anything for anybody. But it's just like he don't play, especially when it comes to his wife. And that girl poked her 4 times, and she just didn't know what she was doing. And he was like, baby, you ain't no damn you ain't no pin cushion and stuff. And she was like, Joe, calm down. My mom was like, and that's how I knew my mom was like, my mom had really made peace with everything, because I was like, damn, even my mom was very, very calm. But But again, these students, some of these people just sometimes what it is, you got it or you don't got it. And that's just at the end of the day, you either got it or you don't got it. And I think that's what we ran into. I think that's what we're running into in life. And it can be anything with customer service. Some people just at McDonald's, I'm not trying to be mean, which I haven't been to McDonald's in almost 3 years, but I'm just saying, like, y'all know damn well you go there and it's like you can just be the happiest jolly person at the drive through or you go inside and these people, they don't even want to greet you, first of all. And then you can just be standing there. They won't even say, how may I help you? They just standing there like, well, damn, are you ready? Because, some people just ain't got it. And I think if people don't stand up and say things like you said, stop begging, like you were like, you're not gonna allow it. And I'm happy that you live in your truth. And my dad shut that down immediately, because I can't. My mom was not gonna override my dad, and I damn sure can't override my parents. But I saw the point my dad was making. He did give the woman ample opportunity, but it was just too much. And besides, like, this is a serious situation. She needs to she needs to learn. Sometimes you just ain't got it. You can have a bad day, but I'm just saying, like, you either got it or you don't at the end of the day. And some of these people that are getting into these fields, like even Jamon, my brother-in-law, Keisha's husband, y'all know they've been married for 20 years now. And my brother-in-law, has a trucking business and very successful and stuff, and very just like, he's really stern and strict and like boom, boom, boom. And Keisha is too when it comes to their businesses. You have to be like, y'all can sit up here and talk about Mike Zuckerberg. You can talk about President Trump. You can talk about what's his name, Elon Musk. You can talk about these people all day long, but these people, when you look at, damn, how are they so successful? Tyler Perry, how are they so successful? How are they so consistent? Because they don't play about their business. Taylor Swift. You think that woman fit to sit up here and have all these goddamn concerts? Beyonce have all these, Jay-Z have all these concerts, and they not be on it? They not have everything in order and in check? Hell to the no. Like, they gonna make sure to have all their ducks in a row. Like, at the end of the day, and when Beyonce, y'all saw when there was like malfunctions, and I understand mistakes happen, but when they kept happening, she let them people go. She don't have a problem letting the people that are hindering her and taking money from her pocket, she don't have a problem letting them go. Because at the end of the day, you have to have that mindset. This is not being Miss Scrooge, Mr. Scrooge. This ain't being a Scrooge, period. In general, this is about your business. It's about doing what is right and standing up for what's right. No friends at work. I agree, Randy. And I'm not trying to be mean, but like, I think that's what it is. I feel like people just want to, and I think for me, and I know I've been told this a many times, folks take my kindness for a weakness. Okay, I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna be like, hey, good morning, nice to see you. Great job. I'm very positive, but do not think that okay, so you coming back from a lunch break and you got your hands like this. First of all, never have your damn hands like this in my OR. Never do that. You have your hands at your side. You have your hands like surgical technologists. When we were in school, my instructor said, you always do this. They gonna know that this is East Central Community College students. Because we all did this. We're always ready. Okay, go ahead and come in the room with your gown and glove. Always have, when the patient come in, go ahead and put your gloves on. Ask questions. But I feel like the students, like for instance, I'm not gonna sit up here and I'm not gonna. That's why I say I gotta talk to the instructor. I gotta talk to my coworker. I gotta talk to her because I gotta tell her, we got to do something. Y'all don't put the students with me. That's gonna be a good solution. Don't put the students with me, or we need to start teaching the correct way. Because the correct way is not breaking down the damn room real quick because you want a fast turnover. The correct way is making sure that the patient is taken care of and the patient is out of the OR. Then you properly break down. Because you're not supposed to. I'm licensed and I'm certified. I've taken my certifications. I've done this. I've taken the exams. Okay. And when you take these exams, these are exams that are on the test. That's why when they get out, I'm like, why can't these students pass this certificate? Why can't they pass that certification exam? Because they doing things the wrong way. I ain't never, every time that far as first assist, for our surgical technologists, for our sterile processing technologists, I've never flunked. I've never, yes, I'm a great test taker, but I never failed at taking, even people that in my class that wasn't great test takers, none of us failed it because we did it right the initial time. And so I'm just like, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I can punch something, but I'm just like, why can't we come to some type of understanding that this is not acceptable? Like these things this is a problem, you guys. It's a problem. It's a real problem. Pedophile adjacent, whatever you want to say, Coach Ryder. Thank you for coming in. And no, Mr. Richie, I'm not gonna unbox a dead body. That's weird as hell. But how about you go to medical school, or how about you go to surgical tech, or go to first assist school, and then you can operate on cadavers all day long, okay? Or go into mortuary. You know, you can see plenty of dead bodies that way if that's your thing. But get out of here with that ignorance. Avery said, just because people are friendly doesn't mean they like you. I found that out the hard way with someone when she sent me 6 paragraphs on how she didn't think our friendship was working anymore. Oh, well, that's interesting. Miss Rich said, hey, cannot unbox a dead body. You need to get your ass on. You're strange. And when you are at a job like that, as a kid whose mom is a nurse, it takes a lot of skill and patience. You can't just walk in and goof off. You have to listen and pay attention. Avery, oh my gosh. Avery, amen. Amen, Avery, I'm serious. And that's what I'm getting to. Like, I'm so tired of the goofing off. Even when you got the doctors or the other staff members goofing off, you're the student. Right now, people say yesterday, Terrence, you okay? I'm like, why wouldn't I be okay? Well, you're quiet. I'm like, okay, I'm paying attention. So I had to shut down some coworkers. I'm always okay. If I ain't okay, I wouldn't be my ass here at work. Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm okay. Shit. So stop. That's why I don't go into the lounge. I don't socialize that much. I don't deal with, because my deal is I don't want people getting the wrong idea about me. I'm very kind. I'm likable. I understand. I know I have people say, oh, your personality is so great. You make me feel so comfortable. Okay, that's great. But don't take advantage of that. Don't think, okay, oh, Terrence so kind, he's so sweet. Oh, you ain't got to come back to the room right away. No, come back to the room. When you are scheduled to come back to the room, come back to the room. Don't do that. I had to tell one of my managers and stuff, not here, but at the hospital, I would always stay late. But, a lot of times, they would always ask me, and I would always say yes. But that's the condition. You're always gonna have to ask me, even if I always say yes, because it could be one time I might say no, and I clearly am gonna say yes. But if you don't ask me, you're gonna hear about it. And so one of the charge nurses, she didn't ask me, and she said, "Well, I said, stop, don't ever figure." I said, never figure with me. I said, I'm not Ashley, I'm not Tim, I'm not Robert. My name is Terrence. You are to ask me. Okay, my shift ends at this time, and I'm here 2 hours late. And yes, I might say, I'm gonna say yeah, but you are to ask me. And I know people say, man, that doesn't make any sense. I don't give a rat's ass. You're going to ask me every fucking time. That's how it's going to be. You're not going to sit up here and assume, because the minute you allow these people to assume, they will run rampant over your ass. And I am never going to have that. You are going to ask me. You said, ew, I had ranch burgers last night. They are just burgers with cream of mushroom. Oh my God, that sounds good. Why do you still have PP on while you're in your vehicle? I don't have my shoe covers on, but I'm going to keep my boot fun on in this on, because I can. It's no problem with it. The Mufudi, how you doing? Thank y'all so much. And Traquel, thank you for the floating heart. I appreciate you. Marvel Cup Terrence kind of thing. Do you help people give birth? Actually, Marvel, yeah. I've oh my gosh, I've assisted on like so many C-sections, cesareans. I've assisted on that's one of my most favorite cases. Is a cesarean, is a C-section. Because you're bringing in, you're bringing in life, and it's just so awesome. Yeah, I've done that many a times. Man, get off here and stop crying. Get in there and do your job. You're a damn hospital man. Okay, you're strange. You need to get a effing therapist. You can do that on your time. You got people in there waiting on you, man. I'm on my fucking break, you stupid. I'm gonna block your stupid ass. I'm gonna block you, you cunt bastard. You fucking cunt bastard. You're blocked. So come back in as somebody else. Troll me as somebody else, you fucking cunt bastard. Stupid as fuck. Super Freak said, you in the United States should have something similar to the SUS that we have here in Brazil. All people deserve care regardless of whether they are billionaires or homeless. Huh? What are you talking about? I don't understand what you're talking about. Thank you for the floating heart, Traquel. You're so sweet. Charlie Kirk, yourself, Cook. Okay. Sorry, saying I meant to say hello. Hello. Hey Latoya, I'm sorry I didn't see you there. Hey Latoya. Hello everybody coming in. I appreciate you. Trolls and all. But yeah, I had to block that motherfucker. I'm like, I'm on a damn break, bitch. And my break, I can do what the hell I want to do. Okay. I appreciate you. But I definitely appreciate y'all coming in. We are still on a break. We're still chilling. Hey, Selena, is it? Hey, Selena, how you doing? You doing okay? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming in. Y'all, excuse me. I'm like, it's kind of cool here. It's a little chilly. But yeah, I mean, I'm not. I just gotta talk to her, and I heard it through the grapevine, but I want to hear from her that she literally said that that instructor who I work with was like they're all dumb, and I'm like, did she really just say that? Like, I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna see because like when I tell you it is bad, it's bad, y'all. Like, timid is one thing because you don't, the OR, you're not used to it. It's a hardcore place, but just to come in and goof off or play around or think that everybody's your friend and everybody has to be nice to you. No, I don't have to be. Let me tell you, I need to respect you, but I ain't got to be like crazy nice to your ass. I don't have to be crazy friendly. Like, it's not about you. It's not about me. It's about the patient. When you realize that, when you are in this profession and you realize that the patient is number one, that's the most valuable player. That's the objective. That's why we're here. I feel like that's when you will understand you can't take anything personal. I take nothing personal. Period. I'm okay. Thank you. Awesome. Love your videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Julia says, yes, I'm super freaky, but I've never had to wait like in Canada. And Sales says, so true. I see a lot of news about healthcare in the U.S. about people who go to hospitals and leave with enormous debt they can't pay. Is that true? Yeah, it is true. It is true. It's sad, but it's true. Yeah, a lot of people. See, he's on his fucking phone. He almost hits his car. Oh my Lord Jesus. Anyway, yeah, a lot of people, yeah, they do leave with enormous debt because they don't have the health care. And unfortunately, that's just what it is. It's crazy, but that's what it is. Thank you so much, Julia. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Yaro Pack. Thank you for the 100. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank you for the love and appreciation. I know I had to block one person, because I just can't. I'm not gonna deal with bullshit. I'm not gonna deal with bullshit. That ain't gonna happen. We're not gonna deal with bullshit. Like I'm not like I can tolerate some things. I'm not gonna sit up here and tolerate the nonsense. Like leave me the hell alone. Leave me the hell alone. I wonder why she left that parking spot. Um, but yeah, like I said, I do appreciate y'all being on here and in here. Where did I put that? Did I put that back in here? Oh yeah, I did. I got my lip chap in my book bag. My lip chap in my book bag. Is it Halloween? What's with the costume? What costume? I'm in scrubs and I'm I have a beard cover because I have a beard. So I put a beard cover on and I got a bouffant on. So it's just PPE, which is personal protective equipment. Did you add or stop anything for the NY? Huh? Oh wait, did you add or stop anything for the NY for the new year? What do you mean? Did you add or stop anything? I don't know what do you mean, Julia? I don't know what that means. Um, like Planes says hello, hello. Selena, thank you for the 100. Moonrock says, hey. That man said, have a blessed day. You have a blessed day too. Those need to be replaced every time you leave a clean area. Oh, okay, Ben. Oh, all right. Thank you so much. Um, Julia says New Year's resolution. Oh no, I don't have New Year's resolutions. No, I don't have New Year's resolutions. Like I've already started losing weight. It's a mindset. It's like this is what I'm doing. Like it's not like, oh my gosh, I want to lose weight. I want to do this year. Like no, it's just I'm just living each day like it's my last. Like just taking it day by day. I just hate saying resolution. Oh wow. Okay. Well, yeah. I don't believe in that because I feel like I don't know. I just think I believe in the power of manifestation. I believe in just putting your mind to something and achieving it. Laws of attraction. So that's what I'm doing. But it has nothing to do with the new year or whatever the case may be. Like I started, losing weight like in the middle of the freaking year, and just have, just continue to lose weight and all that. But yeah, but I get what you're saying though. You've lost a lot of weight. You look good. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've lost 207 pounds. Yeah, 207 pounds. It's taken me a little bit over 2.5 years, and I'm still losing. And again, but I'm not like I want to lose 10 pounds by, within 2 months. Like no, like I'm living life every day. I'm just making the best decisions I can make within myself. And I'm just that's all I'm doing, and I'm gonna continue to like when I leave here, I'm gonna walk the stairs. I walk up and down the steps. Um, is that his car? God damn. That little car he got them damn pipe. Jesus. That is disturbing. I wouldn't want to live in his neighborhood. Jesus. Y'all hear that? I mean, that's like a little Corolla. Sound like a damn motorcycle. Anyway, but now don't thank me. Thank Halloween City where you got your costume from if you're going to pretend to follow clean protocols. Okay, Ben. God bless you. Thank you so much again. What a fucking retard. He takes pics in the hospital, Ben. Congratulations. Thank you. I can walk into hospitals too. Okay, Ben. Okay. Uh Great. Oh, all right. You're awesome. Weirdo. Selena says I'm subbed already. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, you say he knows his job. Thank you so much. I would hope I do. Definitely, 4 degrees, one certificate. People can believe what they want to believe. They can say what they want to say. Don't matter to my ass, Thank you for your engagement. Sound like a motorcycle. That was a damn Corolla. That was a Toyota Corolla. It's a nice little Corolla and stuff, but they fixed these cars up with the pipes and all that nonsense. That's crazy. It was so loud. Betsy Boop says hi. Hello, Betsy. Julia said keep chatting so Terrence gets up on the algorithm. Absolutely. But I am gonna hop off of here, but I'll go back live. You guys, when I I am homeless, okay? But I'll be able to get to the Airbnb, and I should be able and I should be able to cook. So tonight I'm gonna go live again. I'm gonna cook Angus beef burgers at the Airbnb, and I'm probably gonna eat them too. But I appreciate Julie. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all so much. Um, but yeah, I got like 10 more minutes to spare, but I'm still gonna like walk down the steps. I may walk up and down the steps like 2 times and then head back into the OR. See you later. Have a great day. You have an even better one. God bless you. You probably save money with Airbnb. Or Julia, Julie, I'm not homeless, and it's not an Airbnb. It's actually a condo, and I just say homeless and Airbnb because so many people have trolled me about the car, the house, the this, that, blah blah blah. Now, so or gay, or pedophile, or you're horrible. God's gonna get you, and you're evil. So I do all these like, or you're fat, you're this. So I say I'm the big back, black, gay, homeless Republican. I'm the homeless Republican. I love Trump, which I do love Trump. What I do is I troll the trolls, and so I beat them to the punch, and it definitely helps with algorithms. It helps with watch hours. Not that I need any. Julia, thank you for the floating heart. I mean, I have the most watch hours I've ever had, so I'm in the 5 digits, I'm up over 20,000 watch hours. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for coming to the live stream. Thank you for looking at some of the short content and stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, if they gonna sit up here and hate me for me being authentic and me just trying to be the best I can be, okay, well I'm gonna let them do what they do. So I tell people I'm whatever you want me to be. And if you don't, I'm wherever you don't want me to be. I'm whatever. I don't care. Like, cause at the end of the day, only God can judge me. And I think once we realize that, that's when we learn in life. Once we realize only God can judge me, only God can judge you. But it is what it is. But again, thank you so much, Trump. I love Trump. Hey, Jim Peacock. So they say that's right about how you deal with the trolls. Yeah. And they can't stand it. They want to, he's lying. He's lying. He's none of that. He's lying. He's this. Well, why did y'all say it then? So I can't say this about myself, but y'all can say all the bad things about me. Who the fuck came up with that damn mentality? Who came up with that? Anyway, I digress. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Julie, you said enjoy the rest of your day. Love, see you in the kitchen. Yes. I'm gonna do a live stream in the kitchen. Thank you so much, Selena. God bless y'all. God bless y'all for the gifts. God bless y'all for coming in and just, listening to me and stuff. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. We're going to head out now, and I will talk to y'all soon. Okay. Bye. Love y'all.